Dear boy, so please welcome to Abby's Adventures. Today we're going to be playing Stanley Parable. And, I thought you'd like this human chess set here. It is recording. It is recording, thanks. I may have to pause this if it's not going to respond. Achievement! Wait, what was my achievement? Alright, I think we're gonna try to go for the opposite direction now. I know I haven't exhausted all of the options, but we're gonna try to. This is gonna be the first Stanley Parable. So, when you're watching this, today would be June 4th. My dogs are very happy in the background. The end is never. Something about Luke's mouth reminds me of a hippo. Alright, I'm gonna pause this until it starts responding again. Like now.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I forgot I could. Oh my gosh, yes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it's so creepy. It's so creepy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, you told me to go to the door on my left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's right. Hey! You left your computer on, do you? Okay.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I agree.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First door to the left. Gosh, I forgot what side left is because I'm left-handed.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. You're lying. Stop. I want to know who's texting me at 2 a.m. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Aw, man. Taking all the fun out of life. I am messaging you, yes. Because I love my partner. And I sent them as many hearts as I possibly could in this amount of time. Alright, should we jump and die? I want to, but then I would have to go all over again.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere, yes. I don't trust these doors. Where am I going? Wait, what did it say? Warning, do not